Our phones have been ringing off the hook for law firms that need help with conducting year-end sprint. We're about 60 or so days away from the end of the year, and people are wondering, what do I do about bonuses? What do I do about reviews? Things of that nature. And what can we do to just create a year-end sprint? Many of you have heard that terminology. And today we're just going to talk real quick about what is a year-end sprint. So you can create this very easily. Don't make an enormous project out of it. And basically, it's a wonderful way for team building, team bonding, and also to just crush some year-end goals. Just think of it like the 2-minute warning during a football game. So what a year-end sprint is, getting together as a firm in a conference room, maybe create a lunch and learn, 90 minutes is all, block it out for everyone and talk about, okay, how can we do this last minute dash here? And it's a sprint to the end of the year. So you can create a win-win-win in regards to the boss gets paid, the team gets paid extra and has a bonus in place. You get a lot of work that's been sitting on your to-do list completed. And then you begin the 2020 with a tremendous amount of confidence, excitement, and ready to hit the ground running and not having all this holdover. I know employees are wondering, are we getting this day off, that day off, etc. So we can talk about some incentive-based compensation plan for all of you to complete this. So you begin with just making sure you're able to cover your bills and your budget. So the goal must make certain that we're including overhead and things of that nature. Then we're able to make certain that the entrepreneur and the boss gets paid, and then a bonus structure for the team, either a percentage or a flat amount. Again, you all create it together. And then from there, you're able to either calculate your revenue goal if you want to base it on revenue. Some people base it on completing backlogged projects that are driving them crazy, whether it's funding or probate or trust admin files or what have you. Sometimes it's just getting some of our top 3 to 5 cases that will bring in the greatest revenue and or happy clients and happy client experience, i.e. walking referrals. So that's the name of the game, is that you really want to be able to make sure we cover overhead, make sure we're able to pay the entrepreneur and the boss, going back to the E-Myth with pay yourself first, and then creating a really healthy revenue stream for the team. I do have an example. If you want to email me at molly@hiringandempowering.com, I certainly can give you a sample incentive-based compensation plan. But again, you want to make certain that the team created together. Sometimes it's money. Sometimes, a lot of times firms will say, well, we'll close the office the last week between Christmas and New Year's if we reach our goals, which is very, very customary, and the clients do respect, or maybe we'll each make sure that somebody's on backup or that's answering the phones, or maybe one day a week somebody's in there for a couple hours, things of that nature. Create it and have fun. So you basically want to create a money map, and you can download that on our website and or email me for that if you don't have anything of that nature, where you basically list all clients who owe you money, anything that's pending cases, work in progress, things of that nature, due date, what step of the process it's in. You can identify each case that we definitely can collect this by the year. No, we will not be able to collect it by the end of the year, but we can get it really close to the goal line where we wake up on January 1st and we already know that we have revenue in place, things of that nature. So don't negate client services, your receptionist, whatever terminology that you use. You definitely want to engage them. They can make follow-up calls. They can, any documents that we haven't been able to get the client in for the signing, or it might be that we haven't been able to get other key players that are involved to get us the information that we need. But at the end of the day, there's so much money and opportunity and unfulfilled promises and work that's laying around your office. And if you engage your team in this, I know for certain, we have proof of concept. We've been doing this for 20 years. It creates so much momentum. It creates so much unity, just bringing your team together and having them brainstorm. You don't have to come and show up to that 90-minute huddle and that lunch and learn and creating that year-end sprint with already the agenda and knowing the answers. All you have to do is propose the excitement and the opportunity, and then allow for a brainstorming session for everyone to come together. So you definitely want to have your team create the incentive-based compensation plan. So maybe you have a first meeting, you propose the idea and what your ultimate goal is. So if it's whether files closed and work out the door, whether it's cleaning up backlog, whether it's trying to dial for dollars and get an additional X, Y, or Z from a money perspective, or filling up the calendar, things of that nature, and identify what it is. People might need time to go back and process, brainstorm, and then tell people as they go about their day to day in their department, in their roles, to come back to your next. Hopefully you're having your weekly board of directors meeting to come back there with ideas. We'll revisit it for about 15, maybe 30 minutes, and we'll identify the goal, of course, making sure that it's key performance indicators and they're very specific, measurable, and attainable. And then having daily huddles, a lot of times that helps to do a locker room huddle where people meet and say, okay, how are we doing on X, Y, and Z? Who needs help? Where are we jammed up? It's amazing the unity that comes together with this. And then again, having your weekly measurements and identify the goals. So you want to be able to make certain that you whiteboard and post everything and keep it obviously in an area where clients don't see it, but you really want to make certain that you keep each other motivated and inspired, and make certain that the goal is big enough that it's something that really keeps you excited. Some people will say it's money so they could pay for Christmas gifts or something of that nature. Time, brainstorm all the ideas and together agree on them. Don't have them separate for everyone else. This is a team approach and this is a year-end sprint. If you need an agenda, let us know. If you need a copy of a money map, please let us know. And again, a sample incentive-based compensation just to get your creative juices going, by all means, email me. Good luck and please share your results with us.